Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to use the MagicSchool Raina chatbot. I'm here on the MagicSchool dashboard, and most of the time we have talked about MagicSchool in regards to the various tools that they have that are pre-created. However, sometimes there are things I want to do on MagicSchool or through AI that I don't necessarily see a pre-created tool for. And so that's when I would go into the Raina chatbot, which is an education-friendly version of ChatGPT or Gemini or something like that. So for this particular video, I'm going to show you how to use Raina chatbot to put in a rubric and have it give me something in return. So for example, I'm going to add a rubric in here, and what I want Raina to do is to give me 2 to 3 guiding questions based off of the rubric, because I want students who maybe don't always read a rubric thoroughly or maybe just don't understand how to read a rubric. I want students to read my rubric and have some guiding questions so that they can reflect on their writing or maybe even use it for a peer review so that they know what they're looking for and what I will be looking for as a teacher when I go to score their writing. I'm using this as an example, but you could use the Raina chatbot with a rubric for any other assignment that you feel like would be useful in your classroom. So I have typed my task in for Raina here, but I haven't done anything with it. Before I hit enter, I want to put this rubric in here. So I'm going to click this paperclip, and because my rubric is in Google Drive, that is where I'm going to click. And once this pops up, I'm going to be using a music paragraph rubric. So I can actually search for that. I'm going to try it now, music paragraph rubric, and hit enter. And I know that it pops up right here, so I'm going to click on it, even if it doesn't populate the icon or the preview of the document, and I'll hit select. And it is attaching this here. You can see that your attachment gets a word limit, so it cannot be more than 8,000 words, so keep that in mind. And I can either hit enter or I can hit this send button. So that's what I'm going to do, is hit send. So Raina has now given me 2 to 3 guiding questions. Something that I'm noticing here is that there are actually, like, number 1 has multiple questions in it. Number 3 has multiple questions in it. I really don't want that. I want it 1 question per line. So I'm going to say, that's great, thank you. I always thank the AI. Could you please put only 1 question per line? And so now Raina has done exactly what I have asked her to do. Does your paragraph make a clear argument that directly answers the research question? If I were doing a peer review with this, I might say, what is the clear argument that directly answers the research question? Because I might actually want students to write that out, so that if I get feedback from my peer and they wrote something that they thought was my argument, but it wasn't, now I know that maybe it wasn't clear. So I might change the phrasing of all of these questions, but I think that's important with the AI to know, is that you don't have to just take it, paste it in a document, and that's it. You should always use your own knowledge of your content to inform the way you use this. But let's just say I think this is perfect. I'm going to use it. All I have to do here is click copy. It says it's copied and it's ready to paste. So now I can actually take this and paste it into a Google Doc, and I now have questions that I can use based off of this rubric, and it only took me a few minutes, where Previously, it might have taken me an entire planning period to really figure out what these questions were going to be. This at least gives me a starting point to go ahead and get some questions in my head and on paper for my students. So this is how you would use the Raina chatbot within MagicSchool to generate questions based off of a rubric. Thank you so much for watching.